We're back with Janae Adams from Debt Sucks University, answering your debt questions. This person says, is investing in cryptocurrency a good way to save?
I'm going to go with a big no. And what I say about crypto and Bitcoin, if you can afford to lose the money, then feel free to invest. But if you're trying to save money, that is not the place to put your money in there. You can either put it into a savings account and build it up, or to invest with one of the trusted investment companies. Just find you a financial advisor to talk to, but not crypto.
This person says, I paid off my 20-year mortgage in 6 years, and my credit score went down, and I was not late on any bills. Why would it go down?
Well, it's going to go down because you paid off the mortgage. Credit scores live on debt. So when you pay off debt and you eventually get debt free all the way because you already got your mortgage there, it's going to end up going down to zero because they're not going to be able to find you. So just know that that's the way it's going to go. If you don't borrow any more money, your credit score is going to go down to zero because you don't have any debt, which can be a good thing.
Yes, I suppose so. Okay. This person says, I'm 74 years old and I've got $30,000 still left on my mortgage, and I have that same amount in savings. Should I pay my whole mortgage off?
Well, I don't know your complete financial picture, but if $30,000 is all you have left in savings, I would not put that all towards your mortgage just to have it paid off, because you never know when you're going to need a rainy day fund. And so I would just say no for right now, because I don't know your whole financial picture.
This is a follow-up to the extra mortgage payment. They said, can an extra mortgage payment be paid in one lump sum, or can you spread it out over each month to equal one payment? Is there a financial advantage either way?
There's no advantage to either way. So you can pay it in a lump sum, or you can just do it by month. So if you need an extra $1,200 to make that payment, then $100 a month. By the end of the year, you're going to have that extra mortgage payment taken care of.
And of course, everybody's mortgage is a little bit different, so you need to check with your mortgage company to make sure that there's no early penalty or anything like that for paying extra on a mortgage. That can happen as well. All right, this person says, we are parents that are paying on our kids' student loans. We've been doing it for years. Is there any help for us for forgiveness or other types of help for student loans?
And it depends on what type of student loan it is. If it's a Parent Plus loan, which a lot of parents take out for their student, for their child, then unfortunately it's not any forgiveness there, unfortunately. If you're paying it for the child that actually took out the student loan, there may be some student loan forgiveness for them, but they're going to have to call the Department of Education, see what type of loan they have and what options they have. They have to do it themselves. But if it's a Parent Plus loan, unfortunately, there are no student loan forgiveness in that area as of right now.
Okay. This person's asking, what things need to be paid or is looked at on the credit report so that I can one day buy a home?
Yeah, so anything that has a payment to it, so your utility, you need to make sure you paying your car note on time. If you have student loans, credit cards, anything that you have to pay monthly bills to, especially debt, it needs to be paid on time, because that is going to count towards you being able to get a home.
All right, this is kind of a red flag question for me. How do I find out how much I owe in student loans?
Yeah, so definitely being able to reach out to the Department of Education and going to their website. It's studentaid.gov, studentaid.gov. If you go in there, obviously you have to put in your social security number. They're going to find you and let you know what student loans you have and what are your options if it's student loan forgiveness is available.
This person's asking, is the government forgiving student loan debt?
They are forgiving it for public sector. Okay, so those that work in nonprofits, social workers, nurses, doctors, if you work in education, that's what they're doing right now. They have made some concessions until October 31st, 2022. So you need to make sure that you're going to the website to see if you qualify. But if you're not in the public sector, then no. But everybody else who is in the public sector, they are very lucky right now.
Yes, they are. Okay, this person says, I have a credit card that is paid off, but they charge me $8.25 a month. Should I continue to pay this, or should I just cancel this card? And will it bring my credit score down if I do that?
It will probably bring it down a couple of points because you're closing a card, but they're charging you $8 a month, and it's not, and you don't have anything on it. So I think that's kind of a ripoff, and I think you'll be better just closing it. And if you need another credit card, you know, for your everyday life, then feel free to get one. But right now they're charging you just to have a zero balance, and I don't think that's cool.
Is there any relief from home equity loan repayment? My monthly payback is so much, and I'm on a fixed income.
Yeah, so only way that you can possibly try to get out of the home equity is maybe be able to refinance it if you have a first mortgage. So a lot of people have home equity, that's their second mortgage. So maybe you can talk to the mortgage company to see if it can be rolled into your first one if you paid that down enough. But other than that, unfortunately, you have to figure out a way just to refinance it by itself.
All right, one last pitch. What will you want to tell folks if they're struggling with debt right now?
I would tell them that understand that everybody has their own path. Don't get frustrated. You will have some setbacks, some emergencies, but once those emergencies are over, get back on your path to financial freedom, paying off debt, saving money, and just improving your financial life.
Yes, you can do it. Thank you so much for your time and your expertise. If you missed any of this, you can find the information on our website under the Two Wants to Know section.